going on, everyone? Hope you're doing well. Got a wild story out of Wyoming. Stories like this, man, they're a little difficult, excuse me, for me. 14-year-old charged as adult after fatally shooting mother in the head. Now I know for many people this kind of stuff can be difficult because it's, you know, we want to know why, but then it's the punishment part, right? You have people that wants to charge this 14-year-old, or when we see someone this age commit a crime like this, charge them as adult. Some people believe that you can't charge them as an adult. So I've seen this story, I've read it, and it's just, I don't know, man. 14-year-old shoots his mother in the head. I'm not sure if you've heard the story yet, heard this, but again, like I said, when it comes to things like this, comes to crimes in this age, it's difficult. I don't know where people are. It seems to be almost 50-50 when you talk to people. But let's read on. Let's see what's going on here. And I don't know. You tell me. You tell me. A 14-year-old boy has been arrested and charged with felony first degree murder. So he's been charged with first degree murder after allegedly shooting his mother in the back of the head Saturday at their home. So he shot his mother in the back of her head. Right? In the back of her head. For those that believe, not charging, I'm not saying you're right or wrong here. I'm just, I'm asking a question. For those that believe you not to charge, you can't charge, right? When you hear that, does it change your mind? Right? Does it change your mind? And I'll tell you where I'm at on that. I'll tell you where I'm at the ending. Okay, so Havoc, his name is Havoc Leon. That's the boy, right? Havoc Leon. They named him Havoc. Is being charged as an adult following the fatal shooting of his mother, Teresa McIntosh, a 41-year-old woman whose death was initially reported as a suicide, according to court documents. After initially maintaining that McIntosh had shot herself, Leon later admitted to shooting her with her own gun during an argument over a stolen tablet computer. So he shot his mother, right? He shot his mother. He then lied about what happened. He said it was a suicide. And the whole reason this happens is over a tablet. Over a tablet, right? Again, like I said in one of my previous videos, I always want to hear a motive, no matter what the crime is, right? How severe, how heinous. He unalives his mother over a tablet, and then he lied about what happened. The charge carries a maximum penalty of life imprisonment. That surprised me. I would think Wyoming would be more on the capital punishment, right? That's what I thought would be going on in Wyoming. The argument, Leon told deputies that his parents had been in a verbal argument over a tablet, which he had stolen from a client of McIntosh's house cleaning business. So, okay. So what we have is, let's go further back, right? And so his mother has this cleaning business. He takes the tablet from one of his mother's clients. Then his parents get in an argument over the tablet. His mother is, probably, upset about it, which gets him upset about it. And then what he decides to do is unalive his mother over the tablet, lie about it. This is all messed up, man. McIntosh reportedly referred to Leon as this word right here and called him a thief. Possibly he's lying here, right? We've caught him in one lie. Maybe he's telling the truth, right? We don't know. The comments reportedly upset Leon, according to court documents. According to Leon's father, the tablet had been missing for some time, and he and McIntosh were considering reporting the theft to law enforcement. So the father and the mother was thinking about going to law enforcement about it. I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong, right? I'm always open to be wrong in conversation. My thought is, why not just return the tablet, right? Why not? Why wouldn't the parents just return the tablet to the rightful owner, right? You could possibly still get the police involved if you really wanted to, but why not just return the tablet to the rightful owner? Where did we leave off? Reporting. Okay. Leon's father alleged that the couple had been having issues with Leon stealing devices in the past. Okay, so we got to go back even further. So he's been stealing stuff in the past, stole his tablet from one of the mother's clients, right? Gets upset with his mother, shoots his mother in the back of the head, lied about how she got shot. How does behavior like this happen, right? How does behavior like this happen? So is it possible that, his mother's name calling him, things like that? It's still a little difficult for me, man. That's still a little difficult for me to be like, oh, okay, I can see what pushed this kid to do such a thing, right? But when I see this pattern of, okay, he's stealing stuff, right? He goes to the length of what he did, lie about what he did. I have questions about the house. What's going on in the house? I don't want to believe. I don't want to believe that, what do we have? It's a 14. Yeah, 14. That a 14-year-old just does things, they just do stuff like this. I don't want to believe that, right? I don't want to believe that, right? Maybe there's times that it, stuff like this just happens, right? Maybe these are two of the best parents in the world. They're loving, providing, nurturing, right? And maybe, right? We don't know. But I don't want to believe that a 14-year-old kid just does things like this. I can understand if some type of domestic violence was going on in the home, abuse was going on in the home, drugs were going on in the home, other criminal and crime activity was going on in the home, then it would make all the sense in the world that we would have a kid that's doing stuff like this, right? Let's continue on. Okay, so around 11:30 a.m. Saturday, Leon's father went to the basement of their home in the 2300 block of Pine Avenue to play video games, and McIntosh went into Leon's room to finish a puzzle. Leon was told to complete his homework. So this is Saturday morning, 11:30 a.m. The mother's telling him, hey, do your homework. She's doing a puzzle. The father's playing video games, right? Father's playing video games. The mother tells the son to finish his homework. This is 11:30 a.m. on Saturday. Approximately 15 minutes later, Leon's father reportedly heard a pop. Due to noise-canceling headphones, he believed the pop to be a balloon. He later went up to the main level and saw Leon standing on the landing outside his bedroom. When he asked what happened, Leon responded, I don't know, it just went off. Okay, so he's lying to the father again. Leon's father went to the basement, grabbed his cell phone, and called 911 approximately 12:46 p.m. The gun. Leon's father returned upstairs to render aid to McIntosh, who was unresponsive. He applied pressure to McIntosh's head using a towel, according to court documents. He recognized McIntosh's black Taurus 9mm handgun lying near her on the floor next to the puzzle. According to court documents, Leon's father was confused because the gun typically stays in McIntosh's Mini Cooper. Now, why would the gun typically be in the car? Right? And what it sounds like is that this gun was easily accessible, possibly just in the glove compartment. Why is it not locked in a safe, right? Let alone, why? I mean, it shouldn't be just in the car, typically in the car. But why not in a safe, right? It should be in the safe in the house, But why was this child so easily able to obtain this gun? She keeps a loaded magazine in the gun, but never has a round chambered, Leon father told the deputies. Where is the mouse? Leon later admitted to stealing the firearm the first time he thought about killing her. So this is not the first time that he thought about it. So it's been many times in the past that he thought about it. This time he said, I'm taking her out. It's going down. So he's thought about it. So again, let's go back and ask ourselves, why is a 14-year-old having these kind of thoughts? Does this kid need special attention? Is that what's going on here, right? Or is something else going on in the home, right? Between the parents, is there crime and criminal behavior going on? What's going on that a 14-year-old it's on his mind that, hey, I'm taking my mother out. I want to take her out. You know what? Screw it. Today's the day. What the hell is going on? Times in the past, specifically when she told him to do things he didn't want to do. So when the mom tells him to do things he don't want to do, he is immediately to the mindset of she has to go. Again, I gotta go back. What's going on in home, right? This guy that's in the home that says to be Leon's father. I don't want to say this, but I'm looking at the father and I'm looking at him. You know, I'm looking at him side eye, right? Because everything is saying this kid is being upset with the mother, but the father's in the house, right? Is this his father or stepfather that's in the house? Because mom is the one that's like saying, hey, do this, do that. I'm not hearing things about, the father's telling him he's upset with the father. So is this his stepfather? Is the father actually in his life? Right? Because when I'm initially look at him, like, hey, man, this dude got his mother and his father in the house, and what's going on, right? Dad should be on the top of things like this. The father, it's the mother's handgun, right? It's not even the father's handgun. It's the mother's handgun. You want to do? Okay, so Leon's father told the police that the boy is familiar with firearms and how to treat them. He added that he knows not to point a firearm at someone unless he plans to shoot and kill them. Leon's father was hesitant to tell police what he believed happened in Leon's bedroom. I don't want to think what I think happened. I don't even want to put it into words. He allegedly told law enforcement, and I don't want to think that because it's a really effed up thing for a parent to think. According to court documents, Leon's father continued by saying, it'd be a lot easier to accept that she killed herself than my son tried to kill her. So that's the words from the father. It's easier for him to say the words, that she possibly took her own self out rather than the son did it. That's what the father's thinking, and his father saying to the deputies. He stated McIntosh has received mental care with a therapist. Okay, there we go. That is something it was 2:00 in the morning when I went over this, but I don't remember that part. Okay. He stated McIntosh has received mental health care via a therapist, counselor, and was medicated for mental health. Oh, I did not read that part before. So this is okay. But he wasn't aware of any recent suicidal ideations or mental health concerns. Dude, it was 2:00 in the morning. Oh my God. I did not go over that. Okay, so the son does have, right. He has been seen for mental health care before, mental health issues, and was medicated for mental health. Okay. The response, deputies initially responded to reports of a suicide at approximately 12:47 p.m. Saturday at the home south of College Drive and west of South Greeley Highway. They arrived to find McIntosh unconscious but breathing with a visible gunshot wound to the back of her head. She was transported to Cheyenne Regional Medical Center before being airlifted to UC Health in Fort Collins, Colorado. She succumbed to her injuries later that day, according to court documents. Based on the suspicious circumstances surrounding the shooting, the investigation evolved into an attempted homicide investigation. The gunshot wound was behind and above McIntosh's right ear, above her neck. CRMC staff noted that the wound did not appear to be a contact wound. which was typically consistent with suicide attempts involving firearms, according to court documents. So the doctors, I guess, at the medical facility in Colorado, knew immediately that mom did not, mom did not try to end herself. Medical staff and detectives did not observe an exit wound on McIntosh, which is expected with a close contact self-inflicted gunshot wound. Okay, so let me get to the part. Okay, so this is almost, I want to get to the part where because they explain how he actually, the whole thought process behind it. So get a load of this. Okay. Let me find, okay. All right. I might have to read all of this. Okay. Yeah, let's just go ahead. In an interview with law enforcement, Leon confirmed that he had been arguing with McIntosh over the stolen tablet. She had demanded the password for the tablet, which was written in a notebook that Leon retrieved from the closet and threw it into the room. So here he goes. Now we're going to go into why he did and what the thought process behind it. Leon's initial statement was that after throwing the notebook, McIntosh handed him the firearm, but later he explained that he had stolen it from the car. So what he's saying is Leon's initial statement was that after throwing the notebook, McIntosh handed him the firearm. So again, later he explained that he had, he's lying again. Okay, so let's talk about how he found it. Okay, he retrieved the gun from a black and red boot inside his bedroom. Okay, so he had the gun, positioned the gun. So he positioned it. Okay, here we go. He positioned the gun down by his side, concealing it from view. He threw the notebook out to McIntosh. This is it right here. He throws the notebook out to his mother. And when she bent down to pick up the tablet or notebook, Leon shot her in the back of the head, holding the firearm with both hands, according to court documents. He was angry right before he shot McIntosh and couldn't tell her how much he hated her because she doesn't understand him. Court documents read, he was mad that McIntosh was calling him names. So what he understood was that by him throwing the notebook, that his mother was going to bend down, retrieve the notebook. With her being unaware of her having her back towards him, it would give him the chance to shoot her in the back of the head. So after all of this, I still would like to, do you charge someone like this? Do you charge them as an adult? Right? This is these things are such hard things. I completely skipped over, don't remember the mental health part, but it's so hard for me to sit here and, because I know it's something, like, there's always something with these kids that commit these type of crimes this young. There's always something wrong with them. It's always a home issue. There's always something. Do we put that on the kid and take their life away? Right? Do we do that? It's hard for me to say that. It's hard. As much as I see the crime, it's hard for me to say that, especially when I didn't know the therapist and the counseling for mental health and him being medicated, right? It's hard, man. It's hard. I don't want to believe a child just does something like this just to do it. I really don't. It's hard, man. You guys are always free to get in the comment section, let me know I'm wrong, and I'm probably seeing this, not the correct way or what have you, but it's hard for me to want to take the life of put him behind bars and just lock it away. Look, I'm one that I'm completely fine with locking the key away and burying somebody under the prison if it's warranted. But I know with these young killers and stuff like this, man, it's more to it, man. It's more to it. I believe some kids, we can, they gotta go do what they gotta do, right? Gotta go serve time, do what you have to do. But I want to believe, and maybe I'm wrong, but I want to believe that a 14-year-old could be saved. Essentially, it's another story I'm looking at right now. It's 11-year-old, right? It's 11-year-old charged with unaliving his 5-year-old brother. They charged 11-year-old with first degree murder, in connection with his 5-year-old brother. I don't know, man. Again, I'm always open for you to tell me I'm wrong. If I'm reading it wrong, literally, um, or just I'm not seeing it. I'm always just tell me I'm wrong, right? Open for a debate, what have you. But yeah, that's everything I got, man. I just don't want to believe somebody this young can. It just happens. That's all. I believe that they can be saved. We just gotta there's time to be served. There's I don't know, man. Attention, love, to show the correct way of life. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm a loss for words, but you guys get in the comment section, let me know. Till the next one, I'm out.